On today's episode of Falappi Garage, we're going to be taking a look at 24-year-old Kerosene and whether or not we can make a two-stroke weed whacker run off of it. Let's get into it, guys. Like I said, guys, welcome back to Falappi's Garage. I'm Mike Falappi. I'm alone today, and well, we still don't have Falappi's Garage ready to go. Shout out to Colton, Nate, and Houdini, and all the other people that have been with us throughout this journey. Anyway, like I said, the topic of today's video is 24-year-old Kerosene. As you can see, it's still red. It's still in this jug, and it's approximately from Y2K, you know, that time when all the old timers said that the computers were going to crash and the entire infrastructure was going to fall over. Well, my good old dad, William Falappi, check out this video on him up here somewhere, maybe. He hoarded like at least 10 gallons of this stuff to run the kerosene heater because he thought that, you know, when the computers died, it would kill the electrical grid. And, you know, yeah, it was some crazy stuff. They stored hundreds of gallons of water in garbage cans. Like, everyone was really scared. Anyway, he had 10 gallons of this stuff, and well, it's 24 years old. Supposedly this stuff has like a good shelf life of about 5 years. There's guys on the internet who've said they've made it run for 10 years. So I really want to see if it's any good. And well, if it doesn't burn too well, I have some ideas on how to reconstitute it and, you know, maybe bring her back around so I could at least burn it off and get rid of it. Either that, or I guess it's just going to be some really good pesticide or herbicide. Anyway, let me show you what I'm going to be trying to run this in. Our test subject here this week is the Husqvarna. I bought this thing a couple years ago, and the shaft snapped like almost immediately. I don't know if I was like trying to trim rocks or what I was trying to do, but shout out Red Bull. The shaft don't work, but I think realistically this thing should still start. I didn't even need to give it any kind of juice. Anyway, that was easy. I didn't even need to revive the thing. As you can see, the head don't spin, shaft cracked in half. But it'll be a pretty good test engine for running our kerosene. I'm going to go ahead and pour some of the contents of this into our Pyrex, fake Pyrex here. Doesn't seem to have a moldy film to it. So, I mean, I guess it's okay. They said that after a certain number of years that this stuff starts to, you know, take on mold and water and condensation. So, as I just pour it all over the ground. You'll have that. So my first test is going to be to see if I could just run the old girl off straight kerosene. And then if that doesn't work and it just blows up immediately, I have some other ideas. I went ahead and emptied out our fuel tank here, got rid of all the, you know, two-stroke fuel that was left in it. Didn't look very good, so I'm going to do the right thing and just add a tad of oil additive back into here. Just because I have fears that the oiling in this may have went down a little bit. I'm not too worried about as much the fact that there's not oil in it, because for those of you who scientifically don't understand what diesel and kerosene is, it's more of an oil than it is a fuel. Yes, it's a fuel, but diesel engines don't have a spark plug. Diesel engines, they run on compression. However, they burn. The burning point's lower than gasoline because gasoline engines, they run on spark. They don't run on compression. However, I'm more worried that the fueling capacity of this stuff's come down over 24 years than I am oil. But if it doesn't burn, I could make it burn. But if it doesn't oil, it's going to lock my engine up. So I'm going to go ahead and I guess pour this stuff in here and see what she will do. Here goes nothing, folks. Make sure we get some of that good up in there. Doesn't seem like she wants to start straight off of that, so let me go get a touch of the juice for her. Went and got a touch of the juice for her, and then yeah, pour a little inspection cover off here. So she should start off of that, and then maybe, if we're lucky, it'll burn the kerosene. Maybe. It really does not like the kerosene. Give her a little more of the juice. I don't think she's going to run off the kerosene. My next idea is I'm going to see if I can make the old girl run off of 50-50 gas and 50-50 kerosene. So it's about 2 cups of gas, and we'll be using the kerosene in place of 2-stroke oil, I guess. Maybe it's a little less, so maybe it's 2/3 to 1/3 or so, but here's a little bit something more flammable for the old girl to chooch on. We'll give her a go. Let's see if the old girl will start this time. She'll start off that. don't think she likes that too much either. Sprayed a little bit of carb cleaner in her. Yanked on her about 86.4-2386 million times. Let's see if the dirty old will start up this time. Give her a little bit more of a prime. I left the air cleaner off because you don't need one of those. She runs. You can tell she ain't running too good, but she runs. That's how you reconstitute and use 24-year-old kerosene. I'm gonna pull the old spark plug out of here. The reason why I want to do this is because I read online that there were guys that said that you could make these things run off the kerosene. See how oil soaked and fouled out that plug is? And that's not from being used by me previously, because I barely put any hours on this thing. That's definitely, you can smell it, it's definitely from trying to make the old run on kerosene. But, you know, I'd say I don't care. So we're going to put that back in, see if she'll start up again. Dirty old on kerosene test number 2. She does not like to run on anything less than half choke. So I don't know if I'd necessarily call that running successfully. She won't run in full choke. She won't run in choke off. She runs at half choke and smokes out the entire neighborhood. So it runs. It's kind of hard to test whether or not she'll actually run, you know, with the weed whacker whacking the weeds, because that weed whacker doesn't whack anymore. However, since I've seen it run, I think there's going to be a second part to this series. I think I'm going to go out and buy some other type of bigger old 2-stroke. See if I could make something a little bit bigger run on 50% gas and 50% kerosene. Oh yeah. Anyway, this has just been a short video. I figured it might get the clickbait, you know, talking to people about, hey, I got the 24 years old of kerosene. But anyway, it is what it is. If you have old kerosene, I don't know, maybe if you have a diesel truck, but I mean, I don't know. Most people would probably say 24 years shelf life, throw it on the campfire and watch it burn. But sometimes you just got to get a little bit of venom with the old thing and see what she can do. Anyway, it works. I'll do it one more time because I love the sound and smell of the tooth. Oh yeah! she still don't like the idle. But like I said, if for whatever reason you were so inclined to try to run your broken weed whacker off 24-year-old kerosene mixed with oil additives and gas, I guess you could. So if you're running it in a high throttle kind of application, like trying to run something that's always on, maybe it would work. But anyway, like I said, I think I want to go ahead and get something else and try this whole thing out again. But until then, thanks for watching this video. You know, we're going to be trying to get the bigger, better videos up through here pretty soon. Try to get the shop going. Get me, Colton, Nate, and of course Houdini. And then maybe some other cool people in on doing some other stuff too. And then maybe some more exploration videos and some videos looking at tools and doing all that other stuff. But help support Falappi's Garage grow. I try to put shorts out about some of the shenanigans I get into and some of the goofy stuff I got to work on every day, along with tools and other things. And then once a week here, we sit here and do this video. So until then, until the next time, until we got something else that you might want to watch, keep watching old videos, help support the channel, get the likes up, get the views up. We're almost at 500 subs. When we get to 1,000, we can start making more money off this thing and get the content going even better. But I'm not even really here worried about the money. I just like to share with you the weird and dumb stuff that I get myself into. But anyway, like I said, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time here on Falappi's Garage. Take care, guys.